Nate's definitely putting in work.
Should I not be watching?
Feel a little dirty. It's the first day. Nate's in town. We're both still alive. We're well.
Tired, but here.
So we're gonna grind away. Dustin will be here later on tonight, and then of course we're gonna throw the dice tonight and see where we all land tomorrow morning for the sets.
Now, Nate said he could hear him flopping, so if he was flopping, he was flopping a hole in the ground.
Probably should have been over here yesterday afternoon. That was my mistake. I wanted to try that far into the field one more time, which it almost worked out, but not quite. So we're going to set up here. Just going to do a little bit of calling. Other than that, we're just going to wait. And hopefully they'll come to us. There's a big tom that we saw over here yesterday afternoon. He's a pig, one of the biggest toms, if not the biggest tom I've ever seen. So the new prime logic still hasn't eaten yet, so to speak. So hopefully we can get it done.
Not since 2014 did I not recover a bird. Not too happy about it, but it's time to get back in the saddle. As I ask what happened, I'll tell you what happened. That's 2 birds in 2 days. Maybe Frank will have some better luck.
It's another hot day, Monday afternoon. I'm gonna go after the same silly bird that I was after all weekend, pretty much. Sat out here and I didn't think anything would come in. Look how tall the grass is. Didn't think the birds would see the decoys or nothing, but he did. He come right in. I probably did 3 calling sequences tonight, and here he is. Come in. He didn't come charging in, but he came in.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is John from ArrowWild TV. Today's tech tip is coming to you from Glacier Coolers. One of the things that we often forget about in the summertime is filling our coolers all the way with ice. Sometimes if you just have 1 or 2 drinks in there, you might just throw a half a bag of ice or maybe a small bag of ice. It's best to go ahead and fill that all the way up and get rid of all the dead air space. It'll keep your drinks colder and keep them colder longer. Brad is up to bat looking for his first turkey and with a bow.
Alright, well, I'm back in here again this morning, down in the timber. Got in here late again, been up late landscaping, moving dirt around at the house, but anyhow, I came in here and got in here, like I said, a little late, and had 4 birds behind me that I spooked off the roost, unfortunately. But I still have 2 or 3 other toms that are gobbling when I call to them, so we'll sit here for a little while and see what happens, and if anything, I'll make sure that I get here on time in the morning and hopefully get one of these birds shot. First turkey with a bow, baby. And he is down just 10 yards away. I brought my daughter with me this morning. Say hi, Harper. And we were able to sneak in on him, and man, I didn't hear him come down out of the roost. I called to him 2 or 3 times, and bam, he was on us. I could hear him drumming and coming up behind us, so that was awesome, wasn't it?
It's time I head back to Kentucky and see if my luck will turn around.
It's been pretty uneventful. Outside the blind, inside the blind, different story. Mike and I, we've solved a lot of the world's problems. We've come up with several new foreign policies that I think that should be implemented. Cure for global warming, debt consolidation, financial tips and tricks, dieting habits, new workout routines. We've solved a lot of stuff so far, but that's just inside the blind. Outside the blind, it's not as productive. Why, hello there. So, Mike and I are actually in the biggest ground blind that we've ever hunted out of before. We're in an old tobacco barn. Man, I don't really care. You know, there's cool setups and there's places that you want to be. Cool tree stand setups or cool ground blind locations. If the turkeys are here, this is where it will be. So that's why we're over here. But we'll see what happens. They said the birds have been working this field. There's a big patch of timber here and there's a patch of timber down there. They said it's just kind of a race to see which set of birds makes it up here on the top of this hill. There's a bunch of wheat cover crop that they had used, so we'll see what happens. There's kind of a farm road and there's tall grass, so they just follow this farm road, so they can kind of, like I said, they can stay out of that tall grass. And if they do that, they're going to run right into our decoy spread and should give me a 12-yard, 13-yard shot. Kind of take a lap of the barn, look out the back. We see a giant, enormous strutter, and he's got 6 hens with him. Unfortunately, they're walking right past a ground blind that we thought about sitting in this morning. If they come this side and get back on the farm road, they'll basically be walking past the barn. When they get around the corner, bam, there's the decoys. There's really not a good spot to bail out and try to reap one at this point. If they get down here, it's a possibility we might throw a Hail Mary at it. So we're on turkey time right now and just kind of waiting to see. It's the hen's world, and we're just living in it right now because they're going to lead that tom wherever they want to take him.
Finally, a tom turkey back in bow range. I wasn't about to let this turkey get away. Coming out heavy. I wasn't letting this bird get away. Man, sometimes you shoot them with an arrow. These jokers, they'll take off on you, and you know, over the years I've lost a couple. You know, they make it into the timber, but I dropped my bow and everything. I just thought, man, I'll be faster running without the bow. We've got him. First tag in Kentucky's punched, and so now we need to reset, figure out where we're going to go this afternoon, and get Mike on one.
For modern firearm, press 1. For muzzle loader, press 2. For crossbow, press 3. For archery, press 4. To repeat this menu, you selected archery. If this is
We got a Thomas down. Can I get a toe tag for one of these?
Yeah. Did all right, huh?
Yeah. We thought those birds were going away, and
No kidding.
he never did attack the decoy. And then I thought I had an opportunity to draw, and he must have busted me starting to draw, and he folded up and was starting to get, you know, skedaddle out of town. So he gave me a shot right in behind him.
Yeah.
And I ran across that cut cornfield. You should have seen me. They give me a gold medal. I was ready for the Olympics on that one.
Yeah.
But once he made it to the tree line, he piled up in there, and he left me a blood trail the whole way.
Love it when the plan comes together.
I know, and we wouldn't have been here had you not recommended this spot.
Well, there you go, you know.
You know, it's almost like you know a thing or two about turkey hunting out here. Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker is a landowner. I met Johnny probably 15 years ago, and he's turned into just a hell of a friend. And you know, he lets me and Mike come out here and film and hunt a little bit and stuff, and we chase some birds around. He gets so fired up about turkey hunting. He loves it. So he's been a tremendous friend, a good asset, good connection in Kentucky. Since I don't live here anymore, it gives me a place I can always come back to and chase, whether it be deer or turkey. So, you know, that's always my first phone call to anybody out here, you know, on the property. So, let him know that we had some luck today. So, it's a good deal. Stay tuned for the second part of our turkey season. Thanks for watching.